Let's face it, we live in a world obsessed with validation. Our phones ping with notifications, each one a tiny dopamine hit. We crave likes on our latest selfie and comments praising our witty remarks. It's like we're all hooked on a never-ending quest for approval. But here's the thing, relying on others to make us feel good about ourselves is a recipe for disaster. Why? Because true confidence comes from within, not from the fleeting validation of others. When we constantly seek external approval, we give away our power. We become slaves to the opinions of others, our self-worth hinging on the number of likes or compliments we receive. Think about it. How many times have you refreshed your social media feed hoping for more likes? How often do you agonize over crafting the perfect response, desperate to impress someone? This constant need for validation can be exhausting and, frankly, a little embarrassing. It's time to break free from this approval addiction. It's time to discover the liberating power of self-validation. It's time to realize that you are worthy regardless of what others think. Social media, with its carefully curated feeds and highlight reels, can be a breeding ground for insecurity. We scroll through endless photos of people seemingly living their best lives, and it's easy to feel inadequate. Suddenly, our own lives pale in comparison. We start comparing our behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. We forget that social media is often a carefully constructed illusion, not an accurate reflection of reality. Yet we fall into the trap of comparison, and it can be brutal. We obsess over getting more likes and followers, equating these numbers with our worth as human beings. We crave validation from strangers, often at the expense of our own self-esteem. This constant need for approval can fuel anxiety, depression, and a distorted self-image. But here's the truth. You are not defined by the number of likes you get or the comments on your post. Listen, you beautiful human. Your worth is inherent, not determined by some arbitrary algorithm. It's time to step back from the social media vortex and reclaim your power. Please unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Limit your time scrolling. Remember, social media should be a tool for connection, not a source of self-doubt. The need for validation doesn't just play out on social media. It can infiltrate our relationships and work lives as well. We crave praise from our partners, friends, and colleagues. While it's natural to want to feel appreciated, constantly seeking approval can be detrimental. In relationships, it can create an unhealthy dynamic where one person feels the need to constantly please the other. This can lead to resentment, insecurity, and a lack of authenticity. Imagine constantly seeking your partner's approval for everything you do, from your outfit choices to your career decisions. It would be exhausting. Similarly, in the workplace, constantly seeking validation from your boss or colleagues can hinder your growth. You might find yourself second-guessing your decisions, afraid to take risks, and ultimately limiting your potential. True confidence in the workplace comes from knowing your worth and trusting your abilities, not from constantly seeking praise. Remember, healthy relationships, both personal and professional, are built on mutual respect, trust, and open communication, not on the constant need for approval. So, if constantly seeking external validation is the problem, what's the solution? The answer lies in cultivating self-validation, the ability to recognize your own worth and value regardless of external factors. Self-validation is about silencing that inner critic, the one that tells you you're not good enough, smart enough, or attractive enough. It's about replacing those negative thoughts with positive affirmations and a deep sense of self-acceptance. When you validate yourself, you tap into an inner source of strength and confidence that can't be shaken by the opinions of others. You become less reliant on external praise because you recognize your own worth. This inner confidence is magnetic, attracting people and opportunities into your life. Think about it. Who would you rather be friends with? Someone who is constantly seeking validation or someone who is comfortable in their own skin? The answer is obvious. Self-validation is not about arrogance or conceit. It's about recognizing your inherent value as a human being. If you are wondering if you have a purpose in life, watch this video to aid you with that. Cheers.